Hi guys, it's Jason Bear. I hope you're doing great. I wanted to talk today a little bit about how to be a smash in social networks. It takes a lot of time to be involved in social networks, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or MySpace, if you roll like that, or LinkedIn or Ning or whatever other group that you might be involved in. And the way I look at it is, if you're going to invest that kind of time, you got to try and maximize the value of the time spent. So I think there's 5 tips for really being good at social networking. The first one is to be helpful. And frankly, you could probably stop with this one tip and be just fine, but that really is the name of the game. If you really need to add to the conversation, add to the dialogue, take what you know and share it with other people, and make sure that they're smarter for having connected with you in social networks. The second thing is to share. It can't be all about you. That gets tiresome really quickly. So I like to use the 8-to-1 principle, which I appropriated from my friend Chris Brogan, which really says that for every time you talk about yourself in a social network, talk about somebody else 8 times. If you can shine the light on other people and their great content and their expertise, eventually that light is going to shine back on you. The third thing is to be personal, and this is a little bit of a fine line. I mean, I feel like you're going to be more successful in social networks if people have an idea of the real you, not just the business you, not just the consultant you, but the real you. So I like to certainly add some concepts of my own interests outside of work, but you want to make it 3-dimensional, not 4th-dimensional. Some people, like go crazy and they're all out in the ether about weird stuff that they're talking about that they wouldn't even share with their mom. So, I want you to be human. I want you to be a person, but not a freak. That's pretty much the rule there. The fourth thing is to ask. I tell you what, people are so much more willing to interact with you online, to help you online, to share of their time online than they are offline. It's not even funny. There are people that you could never get on the phone that you can have a dialogue with through a social network right away. So don't be afraid. Just ask. The worst thing that happens is they ignore you, or they don't email you back, or they say no. You're out very little time, and it's certainly less awkward to be rejected via email than it is to be rejected in person. So give it a shot. Go for it. The last thing, and this is a huge pet peeve, is don't try and game the system. Man, there's a lot of this going around right now, and it really bugs me. I've got a Twitter follower system, or I've got some kind of crazy scheme to build your personal brand in social networks. Look, be yourself, share, help other people with your expertise, be a good citizen, golden rule. It's not that hard. Don't try and come up with some crazy formula because it just doesn't work.